Welcome everybody back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. My name is Fem, and we are going to get back into some Noble. I do hope that I managed to fix the problems mentioned in my video about distortion and whatnot, and not being loud enough. I believe I should be louder now, so hopefully this will help. We are going to get back into House Sapwood, because we are going to go back and forth between Sapwood and Salister and see what we get up to in here. No, I'm not going to do that, so let us get into it. Okay, so because technically we have someone, and we do have someone, let's see, stat-wise, actually, I think you would be a good match. Lattice with a Villia, yes. And who's going to help her? I'm gonna send Roger this, I guess, to go help. Now, I don't want to help with that. I don't care about those. And babies, who can help with that? Oh, you can, my dear. Linatha. Okay, so let's see how the quarrel went. When Germandic III hurled a goblet in their direction, Villia II took cover behind a tapestry, whimpering about silk stains, while bystanders quietly wagered how long they'd cower this time. How did this go? After much trumping about and frightening every bird within 5 leagues, the mighty boar dashed off to freedom, leaving Rose III and Gillis II empty-handed. But now everyone knows the name House Sapwood, even if only for their remarkable lack of supper. Okay. With a flourish of vows and a cake large enough to double as a fortress, Parfa and Herfadur ended the wedding in matrimonial bliss. Yay! I also am finding out that it might just be better for me to not be too loud in general. Ooh, her wit is crap. Let me see. Ooh. That wit is not doing any favors. But I will say her fortitude is actually pretty good, and her health is pretty good. But yeah, she's one of our previous ones, so I think I'm gonna give him to Germadict. We'll see. Rose, I'm not getting you married. You're 67. Nah, not happening. Okay. And yes, I am avoiding the building of the castle because why? Because we don't need it. Okay, we need to have a male. So, Rubel IV, health is very high. That might be a pretty good match. Yeah, let's go with it. More babies. So, who can help you with that? Catherine might be able to. Let's see. Yeah, I believe Catherine would be your best bet. Alright, so how did the sickness go? After weeks of coughing up more phlegm than a timbered wench has tankards, Germandic II finally succumbed to the illness. And I am not going to get Morgana remarried. She's too old. So both Rose III and Morgana will not be getting remarried. Doesn't matter if I have anyone as an option. I'm not going to get them remarried. If they wanted to, with like if I sent them on something like this, then that would be different. Let's send Morgana on that. Just get some more stuff. Alright, how did the babies go? In a chaotic world of noble rivalries and power plays, Hosea II defied expectations and peacefully brought a healthy girl into the world. We now have a Hosea III, who was like no health. Great. But how is that possible? Both of her parents have like really good health. Something's wrong on that. Weird. Amidst the opulence of the House Crankham court, Villia III relentlessly pursued a Lattice II, ultimately charming them with tales of dragon slaying and pie baking. Of course. Of course it did. Send Celandine to go help with that, and there is another engagement right here for Germadic. After Germanic III serenaded Kimberly with a goose quill lute and a recitation involving 3 riddles, the maiden agreed to an engagement. To get engaged, I should say. And I'm going to let's send Rose the Third to go deal with that. Alright, fine. She finished the castle. The new castle's gates were flung open with such force by Femme that 3 entire crates of chickens escaped, flapping straight into the kitchens, and rumor has it, never seen again. In a fit of enthusiasm, Femme stormed through every hallway, barking orders so aggressively the masons ducked for cover, and several tapestries are now hanging upside down. The structure stands complete, if somewhat feathered. And then she proceeded to die. Thanks. I appreciate the fact that you split us up. Oh, I hate that so much. I don't like when you split me up like this. I really don't like that because Femme is not having a kid. 42 and 30, still not having kids. I will say, I'm probably going to go with Rose's line because Femme is not doing anything further. But then again, so far Rose hasn't really produced anything further than that either. So, I don't know. We shall see, I suppose. Alright, let's send some people to Zahan. And let's go. More babies. Now, if you 2 would make babies, I'd be even happier. The 2 that I want to have babies are not having babies, and it's really starting to bother me. Truly. I'm gonna have you help, because I need you to... After a stunning display of false smiles and cold clammy hands, Germanic III and Kimberly were reluctantly bound in wedlock. And a mediocre crave of apples. And see, they're making babies! With an ungodly amount of groaning and screaming, Kim had a difficult but successful delivery, giving birth to a healthy, legitimate boy. Good job. Liege, when House Jehoad's jester began juggling flaming torches atop a rickety barrow, Falco seized the moment by catching a torch midair to rescue a startled courtier's wig. Good. So he's heroic. See, like everyone around these 2 is having kids. Except her. That bothers me so freaking much. Maybe if I have her help someone else, it'll like be a little kick in the butt to be like, oh, I should actually have a kid. I don't know, I'm just trying everything I can think of. With a wink and an offer no merchant could refuse, Morgana Sapwood convinced Maine to part with enough wares to fill 3 carts, leaving the trader clutching empty bags, while her Sapwood now sits atop a gleaming chest of coin. And Morgana got sick. Send Roger this because I'm not sending him. I need him available for other things. Frustrations abound. While Gerlin and a rabble of bandits demanded the valuable, Issa slyly convinced them the true treasure was hidden inside a decoy chicken, pocketing the actual pouch of jewels while everyone argued over poultry. And then he proceeds to die. No, Issa. I'm going to send your namesake up. At least we're still over here with Issa, but... I don't know. Against all odds, in the suspiciously slippery dance floor, Villia the Third and Elatus the Second exchanged vows without a single relative fainting. Okay, how did this go? A proposal, a speech, and 3 swoons. With the smell of wilted lilies still wafting through the hall, Rubel the Fourth flung themselves at Guidus the Fourth, they're both the fourth, dramatically reciting a poem about oxen and unclaimed dowries. Lulacia immediately launched into a rousing speech comparing proper courtship etiquette to goat herding, pausing only when 3 onlookers fainted, 1 from excitement, 2 from the lingering scent of goats. Okay, an engagement was hastily struck before anyone else collapsed. Interesting way to have an engagement. But kind of fun. I don't have anyone for either of you. Ooh, Math? Really? Her name is Math? Oh, I wish I had somebody for you. I really, really do, because that's a cool name. Math. I really like that name. Really, really do. And Catherine over here, again, they can still have another kid. So far, Catherine has not had any more. Let's send you status. And there goes our line. There goes Fem. Once again, she did not have a kid. It's really bothering me. Twins or bust? Gretinus II's finest hour. With a clang of pots and a terrified yelp of the kitchen boy, Morgana II went into labor amidst a chaotic dinner. Gretinus II, ever the meticulous planner, personally inspected each spoonful of broth, ensuring it was to the midwife's liking. After what seemed like an eternity of grunts, tears, and an unfortunate incident involving a misplaced chicken, bagok, Morgana II delivered not one, but two healthy daughters, leaving Gretinus II both exhausted and exceedingly proud. She is just giving girls. Oh, look, Krurix again. No. I have not used this name yet, but let's do it. So, I don't believe I used this name last time. Pagasa, I think. Could be saying that wrong, but that's what I remember. And... I did use this a while ago. Ning ning. So let's use that one. And I'm sorry if you couldn't hear me. I was turned away from the mic because I was reading. So. Okay. Why did you get into a duel, my dear? Why? I don't have anybody to spare right now. As the solemn funeral for the dearly departed Esau drew to a close, Issa III made sure their exaggerated lamentations were heard by every guest, somehow boosting House Sapwood's reputation amidst the grief-stricken atmosphere. Okay. Liege, amidst the laborious groans and the anxious pacing of Herfeder, Puff Sapwood quietly delivered a healthy, legitimate boy. Yay! And they just recently got married and boom! Already baby. Already baby. I'm just gonna have you help your wife. Amidst the cacophony of wails and screams, Kimberly Sapwood valiantly endured a treacherous pregnancy and successfully gave birth to a healthy, legitimate girl. Nice. We now have Kimberly II. Good job. What about over here? Malige is the halls of the House Sapwood estate echoed with the screams of childbirth. Hastia II finally expelled the squalling bundle of joy. She's the first Sapwood Baroness of Old Mills Gate. Nice. So we have a Noricus the Fourth. And again, what is with the health? Weird. Because their health is actually not bad. Hers is a 4. Yeah, hers is a 4 and his is even higher. So why do they have, like, nothing? I don't understand that. I thought they got rid of that bug. Because it was an issue before, so I'm not sure what's going on. Luck triumphs over House Crankheim's suspicion. While Guidus the Fourth Sapwood fumbled their vows and dropped the ceremony ring straight into a soup tureen, Rubel the Fourth dove after without hesitation, resurfacing victorious and beaming. The crowd, including a very suspicious Ayotzi the Fourth, could only gape as the couple declared eternal loyalty, rings still dripping with broth. Thanks to this culinary mishap, House Sapwood now finds itself a hot topic in every noble's whispered conversation. I just realized what the new household was named. I'm sorry, I forgot. Yeah, this is the life of being a YouTuber. You notice everything. House Feminwood. Feminwood. Intriguing name. I want math in our family because I think that's funny. But I don't have anyone old enough for you to join the family, my dear. Truly, I don't. Because I pretty much got everybody off married that I possibly could at the moment. So, unfortunately, it's not going to happen. Let's see. And Rose is currently busy. Well, she's not busy doing anything truly important. Alright, let's keep going. So do you go help with that? See if this helps. Just by having her helping, others, maybe it'll get her to go, oh, I should have a baby too. Hopefully. With an entourage larger than a wedding procession, Greta sweet-talked every peasant from here to the riverbank, departing with double the usual goods, and of gossipers to leave twice as many blushes among the villagers. And now he's sick. Great, that's what I wanted. I'm being sarcastic. Astonishingly, Yuga Bill the second and Ramil the second both managed to miss each other with every bolt, leaving the local servant to clean up the house. Okay, good. I'm glad. Did not want to have to clean up a mess further than that. I don't think I have anybody else who's really good that would help with you guys, so I hope that works. You're sick. I do have someone who's better. I'm gonna have you because you do have 3 daughters. Okay, I cannot do much with this stuff. Yeah. Although, I am curious though. What do we got in here? We got an overwhelming amount of boys and only 2 girls in here. Yeah, that would have helped if we had any girls. After an impressively noisy ordeal involving enough screaming to wake the dead, Hasia II brought forth a robust, legitimate girl, leaving Noah Rickus III limp with pride and exhaustion. Hopefully they survive, because I don't know if they will. Alright. Because it's difficult, Evelina. Because it's difficult to make sure that they survive when, they have 0 in health. You don't know. I wanted to bring math into the household because it's just kind of funny. But oh well. Now let's keep going. It's so annoying that the 2 that I want to have are not having. After weeks of having more for them than a tavern wench has tankards, Greta succumbed to the illness. Oh, good lord, no. Dang it. And she's gonna be stuck in the midst of all these titles. Getting her married off is gonna be difficult because she's in the midst of getting all 3. I think he has 3 titles. Yep. So, yeah. And he was older, but he wasn't that much older, and I don't even think I picked him as the one. Maybe I did, I don't remember. With an ungodly amount of groaning and screaming, Catherine had a difficult but successful delivery, giving birth to a healthy, legitimate boy. I'm hoping I can get her married before she can't have kids anymore. See, here's the interesting thing. Catherine's health is very, very high. His health is not as high, and yet they're having really healthy babies. No, not really. 3. Weird. Wonder how that works. Liege, as the dark clouds of illness hung over the house Sapwood estate, Morgana proved to be a true beacon of goodness, offering comfort and solace to their fellow patients. Miraculously, they emerged from the jaws of death fully recovered. Oh, cool. That's nice. I just need to put someone in here to make this go faster. Sure, I'm just going to give it to her because I just don't really care. Because I want to see if I can get it faster so I can get her married off and have another kid. Have you go to the funeral. Because I can't send Rose, because I can't send her. Ooh, Hasia, go help with them. This is such frustrations. Maybe, maybe not. I doubt it. Because ultimately, she's going to be stuck in this for several rounds. So I don't think I'm going to be able to get her in here. So, but Lenatha could go in there. I just don't have room for anyone. I just don't have anyone else who's ready yet. He might be ready soon. Issa could be ready soon. But I don't know if it's within time of this. I never experimented how long that takes. I'm gonna send Morgana to go to the hunt. Okay. So I don't really have anything else. Alright, let's keep going. He did die, so I can remarry her at least, but it's kind of frustrating though. More people are sick. Yep, I knew these kids were gonna get sick. I just figured it was gonna happen. The piles of inherited furniture. Okay, so we have seen this one. Rose took their seat. Moth-bitten relic, dubious taste, but she managed to get it. And again, like I said, I knew she was going to be in it again. I'm like, I know she's going to be in it 3 rounds. Just know it. After an impressively noisy ordeal involving enough screaming to wake the dead, Kimberly Sapwood brought forth a robust, legitimate girl, leaving German Dick the Third limp with pride and exhaustion. Because he has really... This is interesting. Like, look at how much health he has. Look at how much health she has. Then we go over here to these guys, and it's similar. And yet... Health. Why? I wonder if I can get that to the devs and see if we can figure out why that is, because that just seems a little suspicious. A little weird, if you ask me, that it's, like, doing that. I'm going to send Lenatha to one of them, and then I'm going to send the father to help the other one, because... Anyway. Let's keep going. Okay, so nothing happened to the quo. How did this go? At the grand coronation, Morgana III snatched the Baron's ring from Gretcher's cold hand and boldly declared the title as their own. Which I am totally fine with her doing. Okay, now the next one will go to Rose. Okay. So, I don't know. We'll see. Oh no, after weeks of coughing up from Flynn Tavernwench's tankards, he finally succumbed. Yup. You're gonna have probably a bunch of dead kids. Dang it. Sorry. Amidst swirling masks and more awkward dancing than a barnyard at moonrise, Lenatha II found themselves paired with Sangaris, sealing an engagement before the punch even ran out. Sangaras? Okay, he's got a lot of health. She's got a lot of health. Maybe it'll even out. I don't know, he's 22 at least. I don't know. I can hope. I'm going to send Ling Ling because he's going to be coming of age soon. How did this go? Boorishly bold and barely bitten. Just as the boar charged, Morgana dove head first from their saddle, landed square atop the beast and wrestled it into submission, while a gaggle of bandits gawked from the thicket, reconsidering career choices. Probably a good idea. Gilbert and Salist are thoroughly impressed, insisted Hassap would bring their appetite to a grand feast. Word has spread, Morgana hunts boar, not compliments. Sure. Masha. I don't have anyone eligible for that. I think I'll just... Let me do this first. No one is, like, really good enough to help her. Dang. Well, that just sucks. Not even half of it. Wow. I'll just send her... Wish you guys would have a baby, but I don't foresee it happening. She's 47. I think Yugabil's line is going to end here. And again, she's promiscuous. Like her stats are good. Her charisma's pretty bad, but I don't understand why that happens sometimes. I really don't. It's so weird. I guess I'll send you to go do that. Send you to go deal with that. Oh, no, I was trying to click on this. It's a female. I guess have your wife help you with that, I suppose? Oh, look, Rustin. Oh. Go a little further. Okay. Rose. With the creature now thoroughly out of the picture, Rose the Fourth seized the Baron's seat faster than servants could sweep away the corpse. Yes, now she's eligibly married. She can do... Oh, good grief. We would bring your hunger back into the house. If she could have a kid. She still can have kids. His charisma is crud. I'm gonna do it because She needs to get married, honestly, really, really, truly does. Morgana can help with that, please. Thank you. A purse drop, no vows forgotten. Priest, leopard wig, good omen, and broad grins and heavier coin purse. Sangarus and Lanatha II. Good. Liege's Evelina returned from their visit to House House to say the gossipy whispers grew louder and louder. More well known. Okay, that's good. How did this go? After Shalome and a ragtag band of bandits tried to retrieve Ioged II of their purse, a vigorous wrestling match ensued. Okay. Fabulous. I'm gonna have Lanatha help with that, please. Thank you. You do have 2 kids. And Lanatha is probably not gonna have any more? I don't know. Amidst the laborious groans and anxious pacing of Germanic III, Kimberly quietly delivered healthy the German boy. See, her line is going swimmingly. Her line is going swimmingly. Even Catherine's going. Issa's going. Yugabil? Nothing. Even Puff, is kind of going. She hasn't had another kid yet. Not that I've left these 2 alone and they haven't had any more kids. I don't know. He's not chaste. She's not chaste. Wait, she's a twin. These 2 are twins. Her sister is having more babies than she is. Wow. I don't know what to tell you. The craziness, I tell you, the craziness. As the bachelors of House Jehowood fumbled over their words and tripped over their feet, Morgana II remained a relentless person, defending their charge with unwavering determination. Despite fierce competition, including a suspiciously radiant maiden from afar, Rose IV charmed Johanka V with a heartfelt poem about lost chickens, prompting immediate engagement. See, you talk about chickens. It's got to be them chickens. And he talk about chickens, and it works. Oh, no. Well, this is going swimmingly. Hassia III just died. I don't know if Evelina's going to survive. This is really going wonderfully now, isn't it? Well, this family's going well. Setting out to collect dues across the house. Sapwood land Scretinus II found peasants miraculously allergic to taxes. Dang it. Alright, who do we have that can help with this? Like, no one! I love this so much. Morgana, can you help with that one? And, wow. Catherine, maybe? This is not going very well. How many? So we have 3 boys, 3 girls, so this would be an even split in there. So once he's done with this, then I can put him into the Masquerade, probably. If this does not go well for Rose, I could possibly put her in the Masquerade, too. And see if it goes. But we shall find out. Confounding the grim predictions of every servant and even the doctor, Paul Rickus demanded a cauldron of boiled nettles and a diet of garlic, miraculously recovering. Good. How do you recover and then get sick again, dear sir? Yugamil's line is dead. She's not going to have any more. As the halls of the House Sapwood estate echoed with the screams of childbirth, Kimberly Sapwood finally expelled the squalling bundle of joy. See, these ones are going fabulously. Kimberly is just cranking out them babies. Okay, so this is a boy. Now, let's see. I'm gonna go with Manuel. Let's see if this happened. Okay, it did. A purse drop, no vows forgotten. So it did go through. I know this due to the fact that this card always ends it, and down here it tells you. Sealed their union with the broad grins and a heavier coin purse. He's 30. I know he's younger, but maybe she'll have a child. I really am hoping, really hoping they have a kid, because it's really getting on my last nerve that they're not. Morgana, can you help them? Him? Just, yeah. Okay, so that's what I was gonna do. Which one would be better? Either one. Fortitude, I guess. How did things go? Twins or bust? See, Everybody else is having amazing luck. Sangaris' finest hour. Went into labor amidst chaotic dinner. After what seemed like an eternity of guts, tears, and an unfortunate incident involving a misplaced chicken, Lenatha II delivered not one, but 2 healthy daughters, leaving Sangarius both exhausted and exceedingly proud. See? And then Morgana's like, I'm getting more babies happening. She helped them, then she's gonna have more babies. Yeah, see? This is what I'm saying. I can leave Rose alone, but I'm gonna tell you, she's not gonna have any kids. I just know it. She's just not. I just don't know what's going on with her. Viola. Oh, we managed to get 50 kids. Yay, we accomplished all our goals. So House Sapwood's goal is finished. Well, do we have any more girls that could possibly... I don't think this line's gonna continue. Evelina's already on hers, and I don't feel like they're gonna... All of their kids had, like, no health. If you look at the other ones, I don't know what's happening. Why does that happen sometimes? It's really irritating me. Hasia, go here, please. And the promiscuous ones are not very promiscuous. It's almost like the promiscuous level got taken down or something. Like, I keep getting so many people that are promiscuous, but they're not having any babies. I don't know what's going on. I really don't. 3 whales and a shouted oath. See what I mean? Morgana and Gretnus II are just going at it so much. That's where our line is going to keep coming from, is Morgana. As much as Rose was the original, I think Morgana is going to keep taking it. Oh my word, it's crazy. Morgana bellowed through the throes of triplet birth, while 3 nurses staggered about, nearly fainting with sheer disbelief. Gretnus II, red-faced and weeping openly, thundered a voice selection of barnyard curses at the midwife before collapsing in a heap, thus earning the brand new title, Gretnus II the Vulgar. 3 robust boys and not a single ounce of dignity left in sight. This is what I'm saying. All of these. And look at their health. It's astounding. I guess you just need really, 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 really good health. I don't understand. Oh, it's frustrating me so much right now. Okay. So Gretnus his line is continuing. So I have 2 more boys to rename. 2 more boys to name, I should say. Let's go with Esmond. And this would be hilarious to go with Esmond and Edmund. I mean, there are triplets, so having 2 with similar names, not a hard thing to do. I want to see if I can get a hold of the devs to figure out why this particular line is doing what it's doing. Like, they have no health. 0. I just don't understand that. It happened 3 times, and their health isn't that bad. I don't know. You go to that. A little bit further, and... stop. I know I would. Trying to go a little faster through things. Oh, I could have... Sorry, Morgana. I don't have anyone for you at the moment. I'll be more selective, though. After drawing the shortest feather from a blindfolded goose, Issa the Third found themselves engaged to Alilis II under the Masquerade Ball's sacred contract. In a fit of celebratory confusion, a crate of rather ugly ceramics was mistakenly delivered to Sapwood. Her health is not very high. She is 36. I don't know what that result is going to be for their babies. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. In the throes of agonizing labor at the House Sapwood estate, Lenotha II could not bring the baby into the world, yet miraculously survived the ordeal. Wow. Sucks. Sorry. Uh-oh. After weeks of coughing up more phlegm than a tavern wench's tankards, Paul Rickus finally succumbed to the illness. Yeah, I'm not remarrying you, Gabelle. Not remarrying you, my dear. Oh, there it is. I was like, is it gonna pop? And it's like, oh, there it popped. So we do have Hasia. Oh, that's funny. Hasia the Fifth or Petka the Second. Let's see, health-wise. I'm looking at health now because apparently that's a major factor in this. Honestly, fortitude is actually important now too. I'm gonna go with Petka for him. Do I have anybody else? No, I don't. Alright, well. Unattended pockets and a final cough. Well, we already can tell what that says. Well, all 3 of their kids dead. It's interesting though, because there's Hasia the Fifth in House Johowood. Oh, because she wasn't initially in our line, but Noah Rickes's line has ended. Oh my word, are you kidding me? Morgana, can you help with that? I don't know. If you get married, I don't care. Oh, I could have sent you a bill, but I just... I'm sorry, guys. That bothers me so much right now. And who's trying to freaking... Catherine! We're not big enough for this crap! After pelting Petka II with awkward poetry and 3 questionable love songs, Heir III secured an engagement. Okay. Let's have you help that. Oh my word. Pet fuss. No. Honorios. See, Honorios went here. Although I think he's... Yeah, I was going to say he's in his 50s, but he's not married. So, let's send you. Just cuz. Send you, and I guess you. Maybe there could be a marriage. I'm not helping with that. I refuse. As the dust settled from the robbery, Morgana chastely bashed Brucel's head with a heavy tome, while avoiding any lewd banditry. Thus, German Dick IV and the entourage were spared for their indignities. Wow. While Brucel and a rabble of bandits demanded the valuables, German Dick IV slyly convinced them the true treasure was hidden inside a decoy chicken. I knew he'd be fine. While wandering the muddy paths of House Sapwood, Hasia II announced a surprise inspection, prompting peasants to hand over every last goat, barrel, and trinket for fear of a second visit. Okay, Morgana, you can help with that. In a union sealed with far too many toasts, Isos III and Alales, the second word beneath banners of House Sapwood. And they got enough jewels to weigh down 3 donkeys. At the wedding of Esau III and Alilis, the second Viola managed to spill wine on 3 nobles' robes and announce an opinion about House Alistair's queen scene loud enough for the priest to drop their scriptures. Wow. It's something that's going on. Don't have anyone for you, and I'm not going to do a tournament. Reginus. His health is better. Maybe that would work. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for that one. Morgana. In a chaotic world of noble rivals in power plays, another the second defied expectations and peacefully brought a healthy girl into the world. Who has so many? So many baby girls. Alright, Lisa. You are back, Lisa. Welcome back. As Yugabella II graced the feasted house at Johowood's estate with her presence, their cautious demeanor and impeccable manners impressed the notoriously picky Onrios. That's it. Okay. I don't know, I just thought maybe sending her there might result in something. You two need to have babies and not have unhealthy ones. Alright, let's go for a little bit longer, guys. More thievery. Give me a moment. I'm gonna go a tiny bit further and... There we go. Okay. Yep, she's not gonna have a baby. Freaking knew it. In an unprecedented turn in House Elves with court, Morgana III wowed the gathered nobles with a peculiar courtship gift, a live chicken to ward off bad spirits. Bold move enchanted Reginus III, leading to their engagement. Oh, that's good. Picasso, you're gonna go there. Again, nothing. She's now 50. Nothing. My namesake in this game sucks. They get to a point and they don't have babies anymore. My namesake. After a priest with an unfortunate list finally pronounced Iogad III and Pekka II wed, a mysterious trunk stuffed with silver coins. Okay. So I got richer, but oh, they're cute. Very cute. Alright, so I need to... You, Morgana, you can help with that one. And then this one, let's have... Oh, Yugabil would be able to help. Seems how she's not going to have any kids. At least not anytime soon. Who should we send? I'm just going to send Rose because you're being a obstreperous. So obstreperous right now. Don't care about that right now. And I'm definitely not helping Catherine right now. Just building a castle we do not need. Who died? Oh, Iogad. Iogad passed. And his son is having a kid, so he can't even go to the funeral. I am sorry. That sucks. I'm gonna send Lisa to go then. Is it Puff to help you? Do you have any more? Okay, so let's see what happened here. In a spectacular display of skillful incompetence, Rose IV and Elatus II pursued an insidiously clever boar through thickets, only for it to vanish like a ghost. Alas, no boar feast. Janethus. Oh, his health is so high, that might help. With all these unhealthy individuals. Health is lower. Health is higher. I wonder... Health is much higher. Ooh. I think you might be good for you, and you might be good for you. I'm hoping this goes well. Rose, you're gonna help with that one, and the other one... I'm just gonna have Yohunger help. Yeah, Yohunger's line is gonna end here too, because Rose is just not gonna have a kid. Don't know why. As Florby and the ragtag bandits demanded tribute, Gretinus III distracted them with a raucous jig, causing them to be swapped for creative fine wine. Against all odds, in the suspiciously slippery dance floor, Morgana III and Reginus III, they're both the third, exchange vows without a single relative fainting. So we have second Sapwood Baroness of Alderton and first Salister Baron of Fallowmere. Nice names. I really love the names that they pick for these. They're so cool. Pagasa just became of age. How did this pregnancy go? Amidst the laborious groans and the anxious pacing of Sangaris, Lenatha II quietly delivered a healthy, legitimate boy. Oh, we now have Sangaris. He finally gets a son. He's been having just daughters the entire time. And I think these two are twins, yep. After an impressively noisy ordeal involving enough screaming to wake the dead, Alelis II brought forth a robust, legitimate girl, leaving Issa III limp with pride and exhaustion. See? They had one difficult birth, boom! And they're good. So Issa should hopefully be continuing his line. We can hope. Ah, Rose. Why? Why? But we do have others who could do this. I'm gonna send you out to go do that, and this is going swimmingly, isn't it? Go a little further. And stop. I want to get to 100, because I want to end at 100 for you guys. After 12 hours of groaning threats and clever bargaining with the wayfaring Oracle, Petka II delivered a squalling legitimate boy, earning the title Petka II the Canny, as Iogad III collapsed in proud exhaustion. And look, the baby's health is fine. The father's, he has 3, the mother has more, and the baby has more. So why did we have some that had none? They weren't that... See, it's about as much as... Is it the female that has to have the higher health? It's a good thing to look into. I'm gonna see and figure this out. In the throes of courtship at House Jehovid's court, Rose the Fourth vigorously defended House Sapwood's fair maiden from Jonathas's overzealous advances. In the grand halls of House Jehovid, Kimberly II cast a fortunate gaze upon Jonathas amidst awkward small talk and a minor mishap involving spilled mead. Unbelievably, this mirthful blunder led to their engagement, proving Kimberly to be astoundingly lucky indeed. How to Lose Friends at House Crankheim. I have not seen this one. Malige. When Cetus II began reciting poetry, comparing Luningling's eyes to fermented turnips, Yohongar V interrupted to suggest a logical discussion of marriage contracts instead. The stunned silence from House Crankheim's gallery could have curdled milk. Whispers about the sensible chaperone from House Sapwood are now drifting far beyond the castle walls. He's not rational. After dazzling the House Crankheim Hall with a speech about goat breeding and bribing a few courtiers with an emerald hairpin, Luningling Sapwood secured Cetus II's hand in engagement, though their coin pouch now feels suspiciously lighter after the festivities. Good, they both managed to get engaged. Malige, with an entourage louder than a wedding procession, Gretinus II sweet-talked every peasant from here to the riverbank. See, now, if the promiscuousness actually helped, and they would have. You know, it would be hilarious if he and Rose had a kid. I wouldn't say no to this. I would not say no to this. But Noah Rickus's line is done. Rose's line is done. What can you do? All right, so we have Herfeder and Wait, I don't remember. I don't think I named him. Yep, I did not name him. My bad. I gotta rename him because that's not a name I have in here. All right, let's name him Michael. That's my other uncle's name. I have 2 of my uncles in here. I have Carl and Michael. Actually, is Carl in this one or was he in the other one? I think he was in the other one then. Because I don't see Carl in here. So, one has my uncle's name, one has the other. Okay, so between that, we actually have 2. I have Avina and Edoth. Oof. I don't like the health of Edoth. Her charisma is good, but I don't like the health. The thing is, for some reason, I'm finding that the health, well, maybe not. Because look at that health. The mother's lower health, the father's mid, and the kid has, like, really astounding health. So the health is... How does that make any sense? I guess that doesn't make much sense. But Avina seems to lean more towards Michael, and Edoth I'm just going to go with this way. I think there's some good matches. And she comes with a title. She has really good charisma, really good fortitude on both of them. So maybe that'll end out good. All right, so we're going to go until we get to 100. We're almost there, guys. We're almost at 100 years. And someone just died. Someone just died. Someone just died. Who died? Who died? Who died? Who died? Oh, Morgana! Morgana just died. I would send her daughter, but her daughters are currently in the midst of stuff. Wow. And Iorgad is passing his title. Catherine. Finish the castle. Are you kidding me? No, I don't want to do this. Stop it. She didn't die. She finished the castle. I should not have clicked on that. Should not have clicked on that. Ah! I always tell myself not to click on it, and I clicked on it. Dang it. After the final stone was set atop the glorious new keep, Catherine insisted on inspecting the highest turret without a lantern. Naturally, for wisdom needs no light. Apparently, it needs no brain cells. Oh, you don't need to. Don't know why we're splitting off. We're still small. See, we're still really small. A miscalculated step brought a rogue pebble plummeting to Catherine's eye, leaving them with an eye patch and a reputation for sage advice on the importance of handrails and humility. And the importance of not building a castle when you don't have a whole lot of people in. The builders pretended not to snicker. I'm not getting her remarried. She's 60 years old. Screw that crap. So we either have this family over here or this one over here. I almost don't want to stick with this side because Catherine, you pissed me off with that action. And I still want to try and continue with Rose, but they will lose Issa. But he'll continue to have babies because he is married. Hopefully they'll continue to have kids. I hope. I can't guarantee that. In a spectacle of unmatched charm, Herfeda II wooed Idath II with tails so tall they could touch the clouds. The impressed chaperone, Gerferus, nodded approvingly, sealing an engagement and fortifying bonds. With a wink and a poem so dreadful it nearly wilted the court roses, Michael Sapwood managed to win Avina from Feminwood, Baroness of Copperhill's hand. Much to guide us the fourth whore, and somehow House Feminwood's trading ledgers have not recovered since. Yeah. Yeah. Crazy, right? Anyways. See how the babies over here went. In a chaotic world of noble rivals and power plays, Morgana III defied expectations and playfully brought a healthy girl into the world. I can't rename that one to a flower name because it's Morgana. I guess we're going to continue with Rose's side because we have Morgana. Because we don't really have anyone down this side. So it's just... Yeah, we don't have the namesake. Issa has not created an Issa. Dang it. Nothing is going as planned, and Rose, you're pissing me off. A burst dropped, no vows forgotten. Just as vows were exchanged, the priest sneezed with such force that Honorius's elaborate wig flew into the wedding cake. But they did seal your union with broad grins and a heavier corn purse. They are adorable. Petfus. Shola. I don't know. I don't think the wit is necessarily the problem. It's the health. If you have low health and she has low health, I don't think that's going to help. Okay. You're a baby. You can't go. You can go. Amidst the grand wedding, Luningning and Goxitis, the second exchange looks of terror as negotiations crumbled faster than a stale biscuit. Well, that pisses me off. So, Pagasa has really high health. Could it counter Petfis's lower health? Maybe. Luningning, too. I'm going to try and see how well this could work. I want to see if that might... Because if it could, that makes a lot of sense. But she had low health, he had higher health, and it resulted in... I don't know, maybe it's randomly generated too, because it does make sense if that would be randomly generated. This needs a count, which I think our count is over here, and... Yep. Yep, our count is over here. Well... Because we only have barons over on this side. Just 2 baron titles, baron. Yep, we don't have a count on this side. Well, I guess we're not gonna have anything happening. At least not with that one. This one, I believe, showed a female, so that's not gonna help anything out because I don't have any eligible males to possibly get wed off to, so probably not gonna use that. Shola, I don't have anyone for you. Let's get to year 100 before we end, though. And we're at year 100! We made it to year 100, guys. See, Kimberly and Jonathas? They're ready to have kids. Rose is not going to have any more kids at all. She's just not. As mourners wept and a bumbling attendant tripped over their own robe, Morgana III discreetly accepted a crate of turnips, payment for services rendered. They sigh. A brute's end and a baron's beginning. With the last toast barely drained, Iogad III strode forward, clutching a scroll in one hand and the ceremonial mace in one other, loudly declaring that Iogad II's title is rightfully theirs. So Iogad got it. Sounds about right. Guess take you Gabil with you. How did this go? Well, Ninalath, the coward behind a squealing horse, Merid and their merry bandits gleefully made off with an entire cart brimming with silk. That's fine. Okay, well, that went swimmingly. Yeah, and now we're gonna split off again. Esau will probably, it's his namesake, so it's gonna be Esau's house. I don't know what it's gonna be called, but Esau. We already have Fem's house. Rose is what's going to be House Sapwood, but Rose is not having any kids, and I don't think she's going to have any more kids. I am not happy about that. But at least Morgana is going to continue our line. I guess it's going to be House Sapwood for Morgana, because this time she's doing really well. So, yeah. We did manage to get Yohunger back in here, but he's not going to be able to continue his line because Rose decided she didn't want to have any more kids. Well, correction, she didn't want to have any kids, period. I don't know why. There's no explanation. Her health is really high. Her fortitude is good. She's the feisty. But I don't understand why. Why she just doesn't want to. It's so weird. I don't know. Same with Yugabil. Yugabil's line is not going to continue. She didn't want to have kids either. I don't know. It's like some of them just do not want to have kids. I don't know why. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me so much. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy my content, please feel free to subscribe. If you are not, I continue making these videos. I really enjoy these types of games, so please do come back. And again, if you guys have any name suggestions, please feel free to give them in the comments. I also have a Discord server, which will be in the description down below if you want to join it. It gives you notifications of when I'm going to be, when a new video is coming up. And I thank you guys so much. We are so close to 100 subscribers. I really want to catch that goal, but we'll see how it goes. And then after that, maybe 1,000. That'll take a little bit longer, but stranger things have happened. I'm enjoying this very much, guys. I hope I managed to fix that issue with the distortion sound. I fiddled with some things, checked some things, did my own recordings just to see if it would work. I hope this helps, and that my volume is not too high or too low, and I'm hoping that this one works really well. So let me know in the comments if I need to make any more changes. I will continue to make those changes just to make everything run smoother and better. And thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye!